Once upon a time, a very, very long time ago, the world was different from how we know it today. People were many and towns were busy, but most hearts had forgotten kindness. People shouted instead of listening, they fought instead of caring, and they lived as if goodness didn't matter. But in all that noise and unkindness, there was one man who was different. His name was Noah. Noah was gentle, he was patient, he loved his family. Most of all, he loved God. Every day when others argued or ignored what was right, Noah kept a kind heart. And that is why God looked at Noah and smiled. One day God spoke to Noah. The voice was steady and strong, like thunder and like a whisper all at once. God said, "Noah, the world has filled with violence and unkindness. I will wash it clean with a great flood, but you and your family will be safe. Build an ark, a great boat, larger than any ship ever seen. Take your wife, your sons, and their wives, and take 2 of every animal, male and female. I will keep you safe." Imagine Noah's heart in that moment. How could he build something so big? How could he explain it to his neighbors? But Noah did not laugh or argue. He simply nodded. He trusted God's words. And so Noah picked up his tools. Day after day, week after week, Noah and his sons worked. They cut tall trees and shaped wide planks of wood. They hammered with steady hands. Clang, tap, bang. The sound of building filled the valley. The ark began to rise. It stretched long and wide, tall as a building, strong as a mountain. It had rooms inside for his family and for every creature that would come. The neighbors came to watch. They pointed and laughed. "Why build a boat here, Noah? The sun is shining, the land is dry, there is no sea, no lake. What a foolish man you are." But Noah kept working. Each nail, each plank was a step of faith. Years passed, and finally the ark was ready. Its wood was strong, its doors wide. And then something incredible happened. From faraway forests, from deserts, from mountains, the animals began to come. They did not need to be chased. They came on their own, guided by God. 2 lions padded softly side by side. 2 elephants shook the ground with their steps. 2 rabbits hopped, their ears twitching. 2 doves fluttered and rested gently on Noah's hand. From the sky, from the rivers, from the fields, they came 2 by 2 until the ark was filled with life. Then the sky began to change. Clouds gathered, dark and heavy. The wind grew restless. Noah and his family stepped into the ark and the door closed behind them. At first, just a drop, then another. Plip, plop. Then the heavens opened wide. Rain fell harder and harder, louder and louder, until it was as if the whole sky had become a river. The ground shook with water. Streams rushed into rivers, rivers spread into seas. Houses, trees, fields, all covered by water. People who once laughed now cried out, but the ark floated gently above the waves. For 40 days and 40 nights, rain poured without rest. The ark rose and drifted on the endless waters. Inside, the animals stirred. The lions growled softly, the elephants swayed, the birds cooed, and Noah whispered to his family, "God is with us. We are safe." Finally, after many weeks, the rain stopped. The clouds parted. Sunlight touched the waters, and slowly the flood began to sink. The ark floated for many months until one morning it rested on the peak of a mountain. Noah opened a window. He sent out a raven. It flew, searching, but it did not return. Then he sent out a dove. The dove came back with nothing. Days later, he sent the dove again, and this time it returned with a fresh green leaf in its beak. Noah's eyes filled with tears. Land was alive again. When the earth was dry, God spoke once more. "Noah, come out of the ark. Bring your family. Set the animals free. Begin again." And so Noah opened the doors wide. The lions leapt into the grass. The elephants trumpeted with joy. The birds filled the sky. Noah's family stepped into a new world, washed clean, fresh, and alive. And then, above them, the sky filled with color. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. A great rainbow stretching from one end of heaven to the other. God said, "This is my promise. Never again will I flood the earth. Every rainbow will remind you of my love. Noah bowed his head, his family held hands, they gave thanks for God's goodness. And children, that is why even today, when we see a rainbow, we remember Noah's story. We remember his faith. We remember God's promise. And now, as you close your eyes and rest, imagine the gentle rocking of the ark, safe and warm inside while the storm raged outside. Imagine the sound of doves fluttering, the quiet hum of rain, the rainbow waiting at the end. This is not just a story, it is a bedtime promise that even in the stormiest nights, we are never alone. So snuggle under your blanket, let your eyes grow heavy, and dream of lions and doves, of tall mountains and shining rainbows. Sleep peacefully, my friend. Tomorrow brings a new day, just as it did for Noah. Good night.